So I was just ready to go to the gym, but we were just talking about something that I think you guys might need to hear. Ludwig got a VTuber model, right? And it seems like just like everything else on the internet, someone talks about something and then everyone else decides why it's a bad thing that they talked about it. You know what I mean, dude? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And in this case, it was related to, all of his fans are going to say, well, VTubing is still cringe because look at you, but Iron Mouse is one of the good ones. Ergo, sort of, eroding the entire genre of VTubing because, of a bad experience or what they think was a bad example of someone debuting and all those other things. If I read the information correctly, I might be wrong. I don't have an ego. I just know that, as much as that's tempting to do, right? You know what I mean? It's tempting to think, oh no, here's this, this thing that is going to be brought to light in front of a bunch of casuals who don't know anything about it. They're not going to pay attention to what it actually is about. Well, I mean, the same thing happened with Fortnite, right? Like, how many kids are going to look at John Wick in Fortnite and have any understanding of the movies? You know what I mean? He's so upset he's leaving the couch. There he goes. Hey. I thought we were talking about this. I thought we were going to discuss this. Anyway, I got to make this quick. The point is that's not Ludwig's fault. That's not anyone else's fault. Hey, I thought we were having a discussion here. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Let's finish what we were talking about. Come on, don't walk away right when we're going to finish our discussion. Come here. Come here, you. Okay, so it's not anyone's fault. It's not Ludwig's fault. It's the people who don't want to understand this stuff to begin with, that they're going to look at this new thing and go, I still don't care to understand anything more about it. How many kids watch the John Wick movies? Hopefully none of them. After John Wick was introduced in Fortnite. Are they even going to know his name's John Wick? No, they're going to call him that Fortnite guy. Same thing with Goku and everybody else like that. If you don't know what Dragon Ball Z already was, Fortnite isn't going to convince you. If you already don't know about something and then a big time entertainer brings something up to the audience, do you think that's going to bring everybody on the side of that? No. Well, so then what do? Do we dissuade people from doing this? Do we argue that it's a bad thing for the community? I can understand the frustration with that. Excuse me. Dude, you're just going to lie down. You're just going to lie down. You don't have anything to say. My goodness. We were just talking about this, but he had a lot to talk about, but now he just doesn't want to say anything. Point being, I think what's better in the long run is that we get more information out there. Putting things in front of the eyes of more people than not is just going to, just by the very nature of statistics, it's going to bring more people into knowledge about what's going on, right? And I'll bring this to an example of myself. I'm autistic, and I worked in the field of autism and behavioral therapy for the last few years. Do you know how sad it was to read article after article of ignorant people not understanding what behavioral therapy is or having a bad experience and then making a generalization to the entirety of the field? It was a sad thing. And as much as we now know more about autism than ever, the public still doesn't care to really discuss anything about autism. Isn't it still a meme these days, folks? Check out when Jacksepticeye was diagnosed with autism. Do you think everyone was understanding and aware of what autism was about? No, but that doesn't mean that us being, outspoken about it was the bad thing. It's that people were choosing to be buttheads about it and not learn anything new. They're no longer curious. They're no longer interested in the world around them. My thought is a lot of people are just jaded because of stuff that's happened to them. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yes, that's true. And it's better in the long run, though, to still get that information out there. I still think it's important that more people realize VTubing's just fun. Now, I don't know anything about Ludwig. Okay, you can go. I don't know anything about Ludwig. I don't know if he's, cringe or if he likes to, stir the pots or if he's a contrarian or whatever. I don't know from what other means people might have had disdain for Ludwig talking about VTubing and doing that on stream. Maybe he was trying to make a mockery out of the whole thing. I don't know. I just know he's cool with Sea-Dog, and there was a few other VTubers that liked what he was doing, so I can only assume that he's not a terrible person. So while I can understand the fear, I think we got to just let those results be. And really, for those people who choose to look at something new and continue to judge it, do we really want to try to work so hard to convince them that what we're doing is good and then try and police it from everybody else? That just seems like way more trouble than it's worth. But that's my thoughts. You have anything else to say? Anything else at all on the subject? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I couldn't have finished it off better than myself. But I want to know your guys' thoughts.